Investigators will search a landfill this week for the remains of a missing Colorado mother. They say it could take months.
We've already seen the third snowiest February on record, and more snow is possible this week. We'll tell you where and when to expect it coming up.
It is the song that helped a community to heal after the Freeman school shooting. This morning, we're giving you a sneak peek at the music video set to debut this week.
"5 a.m. on our Monday morning. Welcome to KREM 2 Morning News. I'm Jen York.
And I'm Brittany Bailey. We want to begin this hour and the beginning of a new work week and school week talking about our weather forecast. I got to say, I'm not quite sure what the temperature is outside, but I can tell you it's freezing inside this morning. I don't know what's happening in the KREM 2 studio, but it's very cold in here.
I wish we had jackets because it's probably negative 11.
Is that okay? Would anyone mind out there if we just put our winter coats on in here?
We're ready for spring,
Yes,
nonetheless,
we are.
right?
All right, but I don't think Mother Nature is ready yet. We're going to send things over to Evan Arani in the Weather Center for more on that.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, the outside temperature might be matching the inside temperature inside the studio right now. It's 16 degrees outside. We'll be making our way to about the mid-20s, but not going to warm up much beyond that. What we're looking at in Spokane today is cloudy skies, about a 20% chance of snow showers later on in the afternoon. But here's the thing. The reason why we're holding on to that 20% chance is because all of the snow that we're expecting is likely going to linger just south and east of us. So here's the forecast for Spokane, but I want to give you a little bit of a wider look out at Future Tracker. Here's what happens by 11:30. You can see all that cloud cover through Spokane, all the way up through those northern mountains and valleys, but that snow, that's the purple and blue on there. You can see that pushing farther north, and that's going to continue all the way through your afternoon. 3 p.m. on there, making its way through maybe even portions of Coeur d'Alene, all the way down south through that southeast corner of Washington. Really the theme going into your Monday is if you are south or east of Spokane, expect snow in the afternoon. If you are north or west of Spokane, well, you're probably going to be staying dry. In Spokane, we are only looking at about a 20% chance of that snow, so it is likely that this system is going to push all the way up towards Spokane, kind of create a borderline just south and east of it, and then make its way back down and kind of just retreat from there. So you can see how it dissipates going into the early morning hours of Tuesday. Outside right now, things are looking pretty nice to start off our day. Again, temperatures are just around 16 degrees. Winds are out of the east-northeast at 3 miles an hour, but that is what we are looking at coming up, where we see that wind headed, because there is a good chance that that'll kind of jump up to the 20-mile-per-hour range for our gusts. We'll be talking about that in just a bit. Right now at 5:02, I'll send things over to Amber Ruspachon. She's going to let us know what the roads look like to start off our day. Hi, Amber.
Good morning. Well, we're taking a look outside at our different DOT cams, and we can see clear conditions across the board, which is pretty typical for this time of morning. So if you are going to start your morning commute, you should have basically the road to yourself with normal speeds across the board, especially on I-90. We are going to see normal speeds on the eastbound and westbound lanes of 60 miles per hour, but I will keep an eye on that in case it does start to slow down. Brittany, Jen, I'll send it back to you.
Amber, thank you. Starting tomorrow, law enforcement officers will start to search a landfill in Colorado.
Detectives are looking for the remains of missing mom Kelsey Barrett. Prosecutors say her fiance, Patrick Frazee, killed her and burned her body. Police will be searching the Midway landfill. It is located about 40 miles from Barrett's home. They say the search could take 16 to 80 days. This will be the second time they have searched the landfill. The first time was back in mid-January.
Now, Frazee faces multiple charges, including first-degree murder and tampering with the deceased human body. During a preliminary hearing, Idaho nurse Crystal Lee Kenny told authorities Frazee used a baseball bat to kill Barrett. She said he then burned her body and said he planned to dump the remains in a landfill or river.
Prosecutors have not discussed any theories on why Frazee would kill Barrett. Her parents argue in a wrongful death lawsuit they believe he wanted full custody of the couple's 1-year-old daughter. Frazee is due back in court on April 8th.
Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson plans to announce a lawsuit against President Trump because of new abortion rules. On Friday, the Trump administration set up new obstacles for women seeking abortions. His plan will bar taxpayer-funded family planning clinics from making abortion referrals. The rule would also ban organizations from providing abortions if they are performed in the same facilities as other services financed by federal funds.
Supporters say the rule will ensure federal money is not used to pay for abortions, but opponents say it will limit the ability of women to get the procedure or counseling. Ferguson is expected to make an announcement later this morning. He will be joined by staff from Planned Parenthood as well as the ACLU Washington. Happening on the west side, the Grays Harbor County Sheriff's Office has a warning.
It comes after multiple reports of explosive military rounds found on its beaches. The rounds are described as 6 to 8 inches long and 20 millimeters wide. They're believed to be from the 1940s, and they are considered dangerous. Authorities are warning people to not touch or move them.
5:05 now. A local high school student is getting ready to release a music video in honor of Sam Strahan.
Strahan was killed in the 2017 school shooting at Freeman High School. 3 other students were injured.
KREM 2's Kiera Alfallen is in our newsroom this morning with a look at a special tribute music video. Good morning, Kiera.
Yes, good morning. Well, Remember You, written by local Central Valley High School student Jenna Reese, has been turned into a music video that has taken about a year and a half to put together. Now Jenna is ready for that video to make its debut to the community this Wednesday. Jenna's song has been well received by the Strahan family and many in the Freeman community, and now she is ready to share that video. Some of the special scenes were done on the Freeman High School football field after film crews were able to get permission from the high school's principal. Jenna says the experience, especially at the high school, is one she will not forget.
We had Sam's closest friends from his school. They were able to come. Amy Strahan was able to come, and we also had my closest friends. I really hope that people will just be able to connect it to their own lives and to be able to be moved by it and to be strengthened by it, to be encouraged by it, and to just bring them hope.
Local recording studio Amplified Wax, Slothberg Productions, and Grow It Media were all involved in this music video. The video will debut on Jenna's YouTube channel, but you can follow any progress and updates on her Instagram page, where she will also post a link once that video is released. The song will also be released on iTunes, and any proceeds will go to the Freeman Fund to help students and families affected by that tragedy. Now, I was able to see part of the video, and it's very well put together. Jenna's brother Caleb is also a part of the song. You saw him there in the video. We have a link to Jenna's Instagram page on our website at KREM.com, so you can check up on updates. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Kiera, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing the entire video coming out on Wednesday.
Nice tribute for sure.
5:07 now. President Trump is heading to Vietnam today for a second summit with North Korea's leader. Before he left, the president said he has developed a very good relationship with Kim Jong-un. Since the two met in Singapore last June, denuclearization has been the main issue between both countries. Last night, President Trump signaled he is flexible about the timetable.
I'm not in a rush. I don't want to rush anybody. I just don't want testing. As long as there's no testing, we're happy. We have a special feeling, and I think it's going to lead to something very good, and maybe not. I think ultimately it will, but maybe not.
In Vietnam, the president intends to talk about the economic benefits of North Korea giving up its nuclear weapons. The summit happens Wednesday and Thursday. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has already said a third meeting may be necessary if this one is not able to accomplish all of the president's goals.
President Trump says he will host a July 4th celebration at the Lincoln Memorial this year. The event is being called a Salute to America. It's still months away, but he says it will be one of the Capitol's biggest Independence Day gatherings ever.
A major 4th of July parade takes place in the nation's capital each year. The parade goes through the heart of downtown Washington, D.C. President Trump says he will give a speech. He also said there will be a fireworks display. Coming up on 5:09 now, at least 5 people are dead after powerful storms swept across the country.
Dangerous winds are expected to move from the Midwest to the Northeast throughout the day, and more than a 100-car pileup in Wisconsin left at least 1 person dead. More than 70 others were hurt in that crash caused by whiteout conditions.
A 41-year-old woman is dead after a tornado touched down in northeast Mississippi. It ripped through the small town of Columbus. The woman who died was inside a home that collapsed. 12 other people suffered minor injuries.
Parts of the South have seen day after day of heavy rain. The Tennessee River is facing dangerous flood levels. Several roads were closed because of mudslides. A state of emergency is in effect.
literally, we had to switch to the far left lane because the right 2 lanes are too deep.
That's easily 5 feet, and so my worry is that it will start flowing into our backyard.
Nashville broke a rainfall record for the month of February. The area received 13.5 inches of rain this month. That breaks the previous record set in 1880.
In the Northeast, people will be facing high winds today. Yesterday, those winds caused a truck in Illinois to roll over. Upstate New York could see gusts up to 75 miles per hour. The weather is also causing some flight delays.
I guess we should feel very thankful for pretty calm weather this
maybe
week.
Just a little snow.
Yeah, all right. It is 5:10 now on this Monday. A community on the west side is banding together to fight racist graffiti popping up in that area.
There were plenty of memorable moments at the Academy Awards. This morning, we have the highlights.
Plus, we're talking about our next round of snow, but it looks like Spokane might be left out of this next snowfall. We'll tell you when to expect our next round after the break.